Alright everybody, this is not a video I typically would be sharing, posting, or even doing right now. And probably the quality of this is not going to be great either, but I'm just going to say it as straightforward as I'm going to say it. These New England Patriots are like the 70s, which is why they decided to do a throwback. I mean, come on people. I'm going to say something real quick. Anyone who wants to encourage that statement. Listen. This is a throwaway year. And if anyone doesn't want to accept that, if no one wants to, put that into a mindset, they constantly are like, no, we want Brady-esque kind of seasons, 14-2, 14-3 now with the 17 games, going to playoffs every single year, beating out teams like they're nothing. Yeah, it's not gonna be like that ever again unless we find a way to change up what we are doing. Very simply put, I'm going to start putting out some pointers to this one, okay? So hear me out on this. This is a throwaway year, okay? No matter how much people would want to have questioned it, it's going to be the exact same thing. We have a new head coach from probably one of the greatest head coaches of all time. We've gone a couple of years past out now from having the greatest quarterback of all time. We are spoiled for the amount of times we can say we've even been to a Super Bowl, let alone having consistent winning seasons. Going to 11 straight conference finals. All these kind of things just whoosh over people's head, not realizing it's different now. But people want the same results, which is why everyone is just bashing and crashing out on all of our players, the coaches. I mean, our fan base is just so torn apart between what is supposed to be good right now versus, okay, that's hindsight of maybe things to come as better. No, by this point in time, it is one simple thing: throw it away. This season, we are 1-5 right now. Knowing that we have Jacksonville coming up, our best opportunity is knowing that when we go over there, maybe we play against Mac Jones. I mean, we can't even beat, the Dolphins at their worst. I mean, granted, Drake May looked amazing today. That's the kind of spark you want. 21 points, most points we put up all season long in any game. Seriously, that's the kind of stuff that gives people some pointers and narrative to say, okay, this is where it's changing. No, it doesn't. What do we not have that we have been recognized for even since Bill Belichick's time frame is the fact that we always have a solid defense. And right now we got probably one of the worst situations that comes down to having for our defense. Bentley, our leading tackler last year, gone. Judon, gone. Kyle Duggar, we don't know when his return is going to be. We're relying on a bunch of people on this defensive line that doesn't seem to ever get enough pressure besides Keon White, and he can't be the only one to do it. Our defense is being relied on by a second-year rookie cornerback in Christian Gonzalez and Jones. I mean, what can we honestly do when our defense can't do anything to stop anybody either? So, to put it out to the perspective, everyone already hears it, everyone already knows it. Our offensive line has been atrocious. Now we don't even have Ramondre Stevenson. Our wide receivers are getting separation, but for some reason are either never getting the ball passed to them or they're never catching the damn thing. Or apparently just stop throwing it close to the out of bounds because then maybe there's a better chance that 2 feet can be inside. A shoulder doesn't need to land out of bounds. We are consistently throwing ourselves under more mud that a freaking dump truck is running us over with because of all this. Mild rant gone for that part. Let's put it where I want it to be now. Right now, I can only see us having this be as a throwaway year. You know, once again, we don't have any of our defensive guys who make impacts for us. Without any of those guys, we're consistently pushing out second, third string guys and expecting them to be the ones to prevent any kind of scoring. Yeah, we put up 41 points to the Texans. That's something you could expect from CJ and the team itself, plus a very heavy set defense that allowed us to get 21 points. That's amazing by any standard that we've seen so far this season. But I want to say this is a throwaway. Look to the draft. We're not going to do anything. If we win outright, that is the only way that any of that's going to happen. But knowing that we still have to play the Bills twice, play some major teams coming up, you know, it's rough. I mean, heck, even the Cardinals, they had a weird loss, but they constantly have good games. I know Harrison is apparently out with a concussion, so that might only be a couple of weeks. That doesn't guarantee that he won't be a part of those games as well. This is one of those that we say, figure out what we need. A lot of things I've been hearing is, you know, go for Travis Hunter. He's one of the best people that we could probably pick up, and a lot of people are saying don't even waste that pick. That's a wasted pick. We got to build up on our offensive line. That's the only way that Drake May can ever have a chance to even survive. But I'm like, yeah, but we also lost David Andrews through injury. You know, more and more people are injured, and it seems like every single week one person is lost. So get fresh, get new. And I really hope that this quote-unquote plan that Gerard Mayo has is going to be something that attacks next year, not necessarily this year. We had to work with what we had to work with this year. Put the focus in on drafting people who will be playmakers for us. Make sure that we get our cap space that we have plenty of to go and get some major offensive linemen to help protect. And before I hear anything else about let's fire everybody, give it a year. We've lost this year. We allowed Jacoby Brissett to be in. He was supposed to be our leader. He didn't do anything. Plus, our offensive line just didn't allow him to even stay healthy. He's the kind of guy who was seeing ghosts. He was the one having to feel so pressured. Even when Drake May is in there, it was not always great. It wasn't always the best. It wasn't always, you know, the thing that gave the biggest sparks, but there was still plenty of sparks just from today's game. I mean, the big 54-yard touchdown pass that he had, it's a beautiful thing. And the fact that we actually scored all three of our touchdowns by a passing touchdown instead of any one being just a running, that can be something to have a positive outlook. Now, if you just want it to be where it's, no, we have to be winning. We have to be winning. Clear it. Clear it. Get this privileged mindset of, oh, we're the New England Patriots. We have 6 Super Bowls and blah, 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 blah out of your mind right now. There's no way that any of that is going to make any kind of an effect to what we need to do for next year. This year, it's going to be rough. No one wants to admit it. No one likes it. Tough. Accept it. We move on. I still want us to win, but don't get me wrong to say, if we do, it's out of the pure spirit of being a fan and not just because I don't care. What I do care about is knowing that whatever we need to do for the up and coming year is all that matters to me right now. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. My name's Cab. I'm here, drive you crazy.